Yeah, okay, so ooh, that's a lot of people. Alright. I don't know where my island is, but I wanted to show you guys something. Alright, whatever. Guess we're not using my island. Matchmaking is disabled, so like yeah, because it's like 4 in the morning, but I just wanted to make this video because like there's a bunch of people that are like, oh, like about controllers, but I mean you'll know by the title. But alright, well, everybody always complains about how oh PC keyboard and mouse has an advantage over controllers, so that's why you won the 1v1, or that's why this pro player is better than this one, and whatever. And it's like, yeah, sure, but the whole aim thing, like, yeah, like, and I'm not biased because I mean I used to play on controller, so you know, and but the whole like oh aim assist, like everybody complains about aim assist. Yeah, I mean it's obviously there because I mean one for starters, people aren't good at the video game, so we have to give them some way to, you know what I mean, and two, like it's just because look, right, if I'm a controller, I'd be moving like you can't really flick shot, but if I'm on keyboard and mouse and I'm like you know what I mean, like you gotta hit the shot. So I don't know, like that was whatever, you know, and like builds like this, right? Oh, and scroll wheel reset, like oh my god, like okay, all right, it's a little bit laggy, even though my ping still, I mean you can't tell, but like right here it's like you know whatever. But anyway, so like okay, if I was on a controller, right, I'd click the button, press whatever my reset button is, and click whatever other button, right? But if I'm a keyboard and mouse, right, scroll wheel, right, you just press down one, right, and it'll reset it to two. So with fast motion, it'll be like, there you go, you know. It's like, oh, I'm in a box fight, you know, there's a guy, let's say, let me go with metal, right? And this is his, this cone is his, right? He's editing it, and he's like editing whatever, trying to get away from me, right? All I have to do, right, I take his wall, okay? So he goes, right? I'll go, okay, break this stuff, okay? Place this. Now if I'm on controller, I'm gonna have to go whatever, like keyboard and mouse or controller. You're gonna go like this, or you'll go maybe like one of these, and then behind. But right, say I go like this. We'll do this so you can get the right hand peek on him. You go like this. You know, it's so much easier than doing everything else on the controller. But I feel like oh, disadvantage, whatever, right? I don't know, I'm rambling on whatever. I mean, you don't have to watch the video. You can click off right now, and it doesn't matter. Whatever, you do you, I guess. And I'm sure there'll be somebody in the comments, oh, this is where this is, and there's always going to be those little kids, oh, well, check out my Fortnite channel and crack and go down the sticks. You know? That was literally one of my video titles, like, as a joke. And, yeah, anyway, that doesn't matter. So, like everybody always like controller players, right? They always complain about oh this and that, or Tifu is like oh take away the aim assist, and Epic's never gonna take away aim assist because one, I mean it makes it more fair, but the reality is right. If I'm on keyboard and mouse, right, controller or console or PC, right? If I'm on keyboard and mouse, okay. I have to be good to hit a shot. If, like, say this is the bush, right? I have to be good to hit the bush and shoot it, right? Well, it wouldn't be a bush. It would be a person, right? Okay. But if I'm on, like, controller, okay, if I'm constant moving, it's gonna slow down here and then go, right? And then it's gonna slow down and then I can go more. That's how aim assist works, right? So if I'm gonna go and say I flick shot, right? On keyboard, but if I try to go for like not really flick shot, but like if you play high sense, it's easier to go for quote unquote flick shots on controller. But like say I'm gonna go here and it's gonna miss. Okay, yeah, I won't hit the shot, right? But if I'm gonna go and I put the same amount in to go right here, if I'm on keyboard or mouse, I'm not hitting the shot. But if I'm on controller, it's gonna slow down, and even if I'm not gonna do a lot of damage, you know what I mean? It's like the skill gap is just You know, like if you're on keyboard and mouse, it's harder to play, right? It's harder to learn. It's harder to do. You know, it higher skill gap basically, but it's more rewarding. Like that's why I switched. You know what I mean? Especially for box fights and just I don't know. You get called bad or whatever for having aim assist, but I mean, the reality of it, you can't make excuses for yourself because oh I don't have this or oh this or I don't get as many frames as you because it's like even if you did get as many frames as me, right? You're still not as good as a player. Even if you could be better than I am, if you had the same stuff as like sort of thing, you're not, and that's the reality. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. Or if I've got 1080 Ti, right, graphics card, okay, and I get one FPS, okay, and you have a 2080 and you get two, right? Then you could, oh yeah, it's because of this, right? And oh yeah, you're a better player than I am. That I'm sure that has a big part to play in it, sort of thing. But like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's you have more FPS, but that's not an absolute game changer sort of thing. But like on controller, right? If a controller player is like, oh, you can do all this, yes, but I have to be good to do that. You know what I mean? Like if I've got aim assist sort of thing, like it's not. You know what I mean? Like there's even edit mode aim assist. But I mean with editing though, honestly, like it's not hard to edit, especially on keyboard and mouse, right? Like the one that I literally just did, right? You go up like this, and just double. Okay, like it doesn't matter how low my sense is, because I'm a very high sense player, 1800 DPI, and then whatever. I keep turning this down. You know, I'm gonna turn it back there. Whatever. Okay, you can stay there. All right, right. 0.25 both. Okay, and I was even a high sense player on controller, right? For the flick shots, whatever you can call it. But you know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I'm sure this is all over in shambles, and it's gonna be a long video. Probably not a lot of cuts. I've been recording for 7 minutes and 21 seconds, so you know that's pretty cool. But you know what I mean? It's like you can't say like somebody's better or whatever because you know like when I'm on, we'll say playing on Xbox app with my friends. There's a 1v1 thing. My friends want to do it, right? They know I'm on like keyboard and mouse sort of thing, like. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, they make all these excuses about how they're not as good at the game as I am, right? But it doesn't matter because I'm still better, sort of thing. Like if I ran into Booga, right? He just won like 3 million, okay? And I played on Nintendo Switch. Oh well, I could be a better player than him, but you're not. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I'm not saying that I could be a better player, but I'm just saying for an example. You know what I mean? Or like if I'm on controller, oh well, he could only do this because of this, or she could only do this flick shot because of this, right? But it takes skill to be able to do that. Like it's not like, you know. And there's gonna be a bunch of those. Well, I mean, I don't know how many views this is gonna get. Honestly, I don't really care, but I'm just kind of expressing my opinion, sort of thing. But I'm sure there's gonna be the little 9-year-old kid that doesn't want to listen to any of the boys, doesn't want to. You know, doesn't want to feel like he's getting, or he just feels like he's getting attacked, and all of his PlayStation 4 homies are just gonna, you know, they're getting bullied, or Xbox or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah, and it's like, yeah, console has 60 FPS, but I can still cap my FPS at 60, sort of thing, and it's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, oh, 60 FPS, rendering, this and that, you can't have all of this or that, and then it's like, okay, buy a PC, you know, if you can't afford one, stop complaining, you know what I mean? It's like, you're not as good. Like, I never posted him, but Jack, you know who you are, if you're watching this video, like, bro, he talks all this stuff, right? But then, like, I don't know, I 1v1'd him on 30 FPS and won, and I 1v1'd him on 60 and I still won. And I mean, yeah, I still have an advantage because, like, multi-thread rendering, VSync, whatever, and keyboard and mouse, right? So yeah, I still have an advantage, I guess, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're on PC, right, you have an edge, sort of thing. And it's like, yeah, specs matter. But I mean, I'm talking about, like, controller, to keyboard and mouse. And I mean, specs only matter if it's like a huge jump, you know what I mean? If it's like, oh, I've got a 550 and I'm about to and I'm 1v1ing this dude with a 2080 and a mechanical keyboard when I have a membrane, and I've got a $9 Walmart mouse and he's got the Ninja Air 58, right? It's like he has every advantage, and it's like, you know, and to a certain extent you can say, oh well, you know, it's because of this. Because I mean, yeah, it could be because of that, but you know, or but I'm gonna end it here after I explain this last point because this is going on for way too long. And I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be boring and annoying to listen to. But it's not boring and annoying, but you know. But, like, if I'm on keyboard and mouse, right? You know what I mean? I was gonna say about how I am, and I literally made a video about how I switched, like, posted it, like, 2 or 3 hours ago, right? And, you know, if I'm on keyboard and mouse, right? And I hit a lot of my shots, I'm sure, yeah, it can help that I'm on, like, that I have a mouse to do whatever with, but I still have to be a good player to hit those shots. Like, I mean, if I've got an AR, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be some bullet RNG, but I'm talking, like, in general. So. Well, no, I'm talking about Fortnite. Because, you know, but if I'm on controller and I can hit shots, you know, so, I mean, some of that's still gonna be skill. Yeah, he's, like, in this general area over here. Here, let me give you an example, right? If there's these 4 squares, right? And if I'm on keyboard and mouse, I have to hit right here in the middle to hit him in the head. But if I'm on controller, I can hit like around here, and it'll still like go to his head, sort of thing. So yeah, to some extent it matters, but like at the same time, it's like just get better at the game, sort of thing, you know. And I mean, I know a lot of the people that complain about, oh well, it's not fair and this and that, are just toxic little kids and whatever that do think it fits you. But I'm just saying, or how Tfue whines about, oh, keyboard and mouse or aim assist, how we should have it. No, we shouldn't have it, because that just lowers the skill gap. Like, he's gonna complain about, oh, remove. Everybody's complaining about the max. They're terrible, right? But everybody's gonna be like, oh, remove max. But he's like, oh, you know, add aim assist, make the game harder, or a little easier for everybody. I don't know. I don't know why I had to add that. Yeah, I'm ending it now. Okay, thanks, bye.